Hello, my West Valley Church family. I wanted to take a moment to acknowledge the passing of our dear friend, fellow church member, pastoral team member, our calling Pastor Arden. As you may or may not have heard, he passed away on Monday afternoon. That was just shortly after going into the hospital the week before. He had gone to the ER because he was ill and was sent right to intensive care and remained there through the weekend. He did not have the virus, but he did have an illness, and it was enough that his body just could no longer fight it. And so Monday morning, he left the ICU and went to Cottage in the Meadow, and just shortly after arriving there, in the presence of their head pastor at Cottage in the Meadow, Pastor Arden left this world and went straight into the arms of Jesus, who he loved so much. It's difficult to hear news like this, especially during these times, as anyone who's lost a loved one during this time would understand. And I know that each of you knew him and are grieving his loss in your own way. I understand that grief is unique for each one of us, and yet this journey is not something that we're meant to take alone. So let's assure each other, pray for each other, reach out to one another so we can share stories and encourage and cry together. Our pastoral staff spent over an hour in our meeting this week just sharing stories and crying and praying together. We found that to be so healing that we wanted to have that opportunity to do it with you. So on May 7th, from 6 to 7:30 p.m., we're having a drop-in Zoom meeting. All the pastors will be in on it, and the information on how to access that meeting is in the email that this video is coming to you in. If you have any questions, certainly you can call us and we'll instruct you on how to do it. But we wanted to make it just a drop-in time where you could join us and share stories. We could cry together. We could pray for you if you need prayer. But just a way for us to acknowledge together the loss to our community of such a dear, dear friend. Pastor Arden joined our pastoral team shortly after I arrived here, and I've been over 10 years now knowing Pastor Arden and having him on the team. He was a very good friend, confidant, a mentor, listening ear, so many things for me, as I know he was for you. So would you take the time to pray for our church family, pray for Pastor Arden's family as they process what this now means for them. And if you care to join us, we'd love to see you. God bless you, West Valley Church family. Thank you for being the great, worshiping, Christ-like community that you are.